Hey, this is Teddy Burris, your LinkedIn coach and trainer, with a quick little message of the journey using LinkedIn as a business tool, the journey to success as you're using LinkedIn as a business tool. And it's really important that we understand that this is a journey. It's a continual journey, and it's not a straight line as much as we might think it's a straight line. And that's what I want to share with you today. Because this journey really starts with knowing who you are and what you have to offer. What are your skills, your products, your services, your ideas, the value that you bring to the table, the experiences you bring to the table, and what are all of these relevant to your target audience? Which is the second thing we have to work on while we're working on who we are. And our target audience is the people that have a need, a want, a desire, an interest in the services and the products that we bring to the table. As we're thinking about who our target audience is, guess what? We often go right back to who we are and we refine our messaging. We refine our words and our thoughts regarding our products and services. And it's not unusual for us to bounce back and forth between who we are and what do we have to offer and who's our target audience until you finally get these to line up and click so that we can move forward to the next step. And the next step using LinkedIn as a business tool, this journey, is to really build our presence. And this really is a very deliberate set of activities of building our LinkedIn profile, focused on our target audience, telling our story about our experiences, our skills, and telling our story in the right way with the right kinds of words so that our presence is clear to our target audience, clear to their influencers, so that they know who we are and what we bring to the table. And this is something that's very time consuming if you don't know how to do it, because you've got to test it and evaluate it and check it again and check it again. And often you pivot 2 or 3 times before you finally get your presence aligned with your network and aligned with who you are and what you do so that your presence works. Then we can move into building our LinkedIn network. And a lot of this goes on side by side often, but you really have got to put the core foundations together so that now you know as you're building your presence who your network is. Who is our most important viewer? Who is our target audience? Who are the influencers? And as you're very purposely focused on building your network in that area of most important viewers, target audiences, influencers, you should see your network pivoting. You should see it refining and getting more focused towards your goals. And as you're building your network, it's not about building a stack of business cards. It's about building a relationship with them, getting them to know who you are and you know who they are, and nurturing this network. You have to be focused. You have to be very deliberately focused on who you want to invite into your LinkedIn network so you can be successful on this journey. And now we can move into building our reputation because we know who we are, we know who our target audience is, we're building our LinkedIn network of our target audience, and now we can build a reputation. And this is critical. This is where, remember, people do business with people who they trust, they respect, and they like. And if you're not doing the steps that you need to build trust, to build respect, to build some level of like, then you're missing out because LinkedIn plays a vital role in this reputation developing activities. So you've got to come up with that routine process of engaging and sharing and curating content and developing content that can help develop your reputation before you can move into this next step. The next step is engaging very deliberately with your network one-on-one, listening to them, finding out what they're looking for, helping your network where you can, focusing on their needs despite your own, and giving to them in every way you possibly can so that you can nurture and grow that reputation of trust, respect, and like to a whole nother level. And as you're doing that, now we can move our network into open conversations. And open conversations routinely happen outside of LinkedIn. Open conversations happen over coffee, sweet tea, or soda, over lunch, maybe over a networking meeting, or maybe over a conversation in the boardroom. Who knows? But this is where you continuously make the conversation about the other person as you listen to them and pay serious attention to the words that they use and the ideas that they share, so that when you can get permission to talk about yourself and how you are relevant to those ideas and maybe relevant to those challenges that they offer up. Open conversations is the big step before you get into discussing business. And this is where you've developed enough of a reputation, you've got some level of trust, some level of respect, and even some level of like, that they're willing to entertain what you can do to help them. And so when appropriate and when possible, you want to move to this conversation. And this is where you open up the door for the sales process. This is where you open up the door to discuss ideas and solutions and processes. And this is where you can show them who you are and what you can do and talk about coming into their organization and helping them to do it. This whole process, this whole journey of using LinkedIn as a business tool is a continual process. It's not a sideline tool. You've got to continuously be adjusting your what. You got to be routinely working on adjusting your who, your target audience. And you've got to routinely be adjusting your messaging, the stories, the words, the articles, the content. And you've got to continuously repeat this and keep moving it forward. Because it's a journey that never ends. A journey to create success using LinkedIn as a business tool starts with knowing who you are, who your target audience is, building your presence, your network, your reputation, trust, respect, and like, and moving into engaging with your network and open conversations so that you can get into discussing business. This is important. And if you can grasp these ideas and begin to execute actions and steps in regards to this journey, you will become successful using LinkedIn as a business tool. Again, I'm Teddy Burris, your LinkedIn coach and trainer. I'm all about helping people create business success using LinkedIn as a business tool. Hope this idea is helpful.